all the family members of PhD scholars, because they are sacrificing their amount of time for the career growth of those scholars. So if I'm doing my PhD and I'm married, so my spouse or my child is sacrificing their personal time for me, which I could spend with them. As a PhD chair or as sitting this side, it's a very unexpected statement which I am making, but
Welcome to this special episode of Dristy series. I, Vijay Kumar Singh, along with my co-host Kshitij Pagare, we are today honored to host an insightful session with Dr. Amit Shankar, PhD Chair and Dean of Research. Along with it, he is Associate Professor of Marketing at IIM Visakhapatnam. Welcome, sir. Dr. Amit Shankar is not only an outstanding educator but also a globally recognized scholar. His exceptional research contributions have earned him a place in Stanford University prestigious World 2% top 2% researcher list, a testament to his profound impact on academia. With a PhD from IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Shankar brings extensive expertise in marketing analytics, digital marketing, business research methods, and customer experience management. His research portfolio is equally impressive. He has authored multiple research papers with extraordinary publications in top tier journals. In this episode, we will explore his journey, groundbreaking research, and invaluable insights for aspiring PhD scholars. What does it take to excel in academia and how the research drive the real world impact? And on a lighter note, whatever the subject for the PGP he floats, it is fully subscribed. So let's explore the whole conversation with Amit Shankar sir. Welcome once again, sir. So it's happy to see you here. So let's start the discussion with a very basic one. Like we want to understand what has been your journey from graduation to PhD. Like what motivated you, sir, to do PhD and come to the academic world, sir.
so first of all the this viewers, it's been nice to interact with the team and giving my perspective on PhD journey. So I come from the smallest district of Bihar, which is Shekhpura. And in Bihar, there is tradition that you have to go for government job. You do your 10th, 12th graduation. Either you go for UPSC. I also aspired to be the UPSC guy. I wanted to give the examination UPSC, unlike all people from Bihar and UP generally is doing it. So when I was child, my aim is to get some of the government job. So I never thought of professional courses. And coming from the rural area, I never thought of professional courses at all. And I was preparing from 10th, I was preparing that I should get a government job and people will be very happy, my family will be happy, society will be happy. But when I started teaching I was started doing from 10th class onwards. So teaching is, I can say that teaching is in my blood because my grandfather was teacher, my father is teacher, and now I'm in the third generation who are in teachers. So most of the people in my family is coming from teaching background. So it's teaching is coming inside me. So started taking tuitions from class 10 onwards only, but it was not formal. I'm just teaching helping some of the student when I was in 10th. I was helping some of the students who are in 8th or 9th, and that's how I was. So interest I have developed during my school days only. And I love teaching on that time. So that's how interest evolved. But to be very honest, I never want to be in this professional world. Never thought of PhD because it's too much of time it will take, right? I have to spend some time doing PhD, then I have to do masters, graduations, masters, and PhD. And generally, we want to get job and settle the
Settle
family,
down.
settle the things. But somehow, this is the destiny that I thought if I want to teach, I must have PhD degree for that. So that's how I have qualified UGC NET JRF, the management. And then after my MBA, I have joined IIT Kharagpur for doing my PhD. So I did my PhD from Vinod Gupta School of Management, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. So till PhD, my journey is very different. During PhD, after PhD, journey is very different. So whatever I was seeing the world. Now after PhD and during PhD, the perspective changes. And I always say to the students, PhD is giving you nothing, PhD is giving you perspective. So with PhD, I got the perspective that how to see the phenomena. Phenomena is same in social science, right? Phenomena is not changing. If there is any marketing phenomena, HR phenomena, finance phenomena, then that will be there. But the only thing which is changing is perspective, how you are seeing it. PhD journey is giving you the perspective that how you are seeing the phenomena. You are seeing at the surface level. We are going deeper down into it, and we are having the curiosity to know why it's happening, how it's happening, and PhD helping in that. So I also got that curiosity, and that journey helped me to formally be into the education. Now, when you are doing PhD, you have both the option. You can go to the corporates and you can do the research work for corporates, and you can come into the teaching. As I told you, that teaching was my first love. I got offer from corporates, but I declined that offer because I want to be in academia. And every time I have seen people were creeping. Academia people are teaching theory, they are not teaching the things that industry is doing. So someone should bridge the gap, right? If I want to change this academia, I have to change myself. So I said, rather than going to the corporates, whatever little bit practical knowledge I got, I should use that practical knowledge in the academia. And that's how I can equip our student with some of the knowledge that they can use in the corporate world. So objective of PhD program is generally to bridge the gap between academia and industry with the help of research. But research is common phenomena for both, be it academia, be it industry. Here what is happening now, when you are doing PhD, you have option for both. I choose to be in academia because first I love teaching. I love to interact with people like you. Second thing, in academia, always you will be young because always talking to the young people. So the benefit is that I will always young, be it the age of 65 or 70. I will be young because I am talking to the young generation. I am listening their lingo. I am understanding their psyche. So the benefit of academia that you will be young forever, and that's how I have choose academia, and I am doing whatever I contribution I can make to that. This is my journey from Bihar to currently Visakhapatnam.
That's really interesting, sir. और मुझे भी लगता है PhD करना चाहिए. Sir, but PhD से यही question आता है. Like this is the very basic question. We as a student, from when we are doing BTech or pursuing BTech, MBA or some any post graduation, like when is the right time? What is PhD actually? When is the right time to pursue PhD? Do we have to take any industrial experience or something like that and then go for it? And so, like, who should pursue it? Like, if anyone is interested in academic world, as you said rightly, sir, or if they want to switch to corporate world, something like that, sir.
Very good question you have asked, and everyone is thinking this is the right course for me because risk is huge in this course. You are spending your 5 years over here. If you are not able to get the degree or you are not able to get some of the knowledge which industry is looking or academia is looking, it's a huge risk. So there is very apt question that who should take that risk? Because PhD come with people are completing in I completed in 4 years, it's taking some time, 5 years, sometimes 6 to 7 years. So huge risk is there. The time where I can earn money and I can get the stability, I am again learning. So and then after this, some people are not very much sure what I will do. So, but my point is that if you are having the interest in research, research is not only academia, right? I have that some interest. I want to see things from curiosity. Then you can go for research. So options are both the places, and academia as well as corporates, as I told. Now, according to me, there are two school of thoughts here. One school of thoughts is saying, you go to the industry, just understand the phenomena, just work there, and then you come back and do the PhD because now you have some maturity level. That is the one school of thought. Second school of thought is saying, if you want to go to the research, why not to invest your time in the from starting. So after graduation, you involve into it and you do the research. So these are the two school of thoughts. One school of thoughts is saying, you just do your job first. When you are getting maturity, you come back and do the research. So some of the schools are following this. Okay. Some of the institutions are following, no. In young, when your learning level is high, when you can accept more, because the moment your age will be there, your acceptability will go down, right? It's very difficult to learn new things when you are aged. It's a stereotype statement, but still that holds true. So when you are young, You can learn something very new, you can apply it in your research, and then you can do it. So if this program is open for both, depend on which school of thoughts and which institution you are going. Some institutions are preferring the mature people, some institutions are preferring fresh blood, because when fresh blood will come, I always say, if you want to change the academy as a student, why not you come to the academy? You are always saying academia is bad, academia is not teaching. Students are having generally. Our students are not saying this, but most of the thing students having this general psyche. Academia is teaching theory, whatever they are teaching, it's not very of a practical world. Corporates all of this started creeping on it. There must be there is gap between academia and academics, and this gap should be bridged. Who will bridge this gap? If you want to make the change, be the change. And that is my perspective, that first people should come into the research, understand the research work, which is very much different, and then use those learning for either you go into the R&D field of different organization and you can contribute to that, or you come to the academia. So I personally, as PhD chair and Dean Research, want young people to join this program, so you can contribute better. You will have time also. When you will do the PhD, if you have completed the PhD in the age of 23, 25, or 30, or say 30, so now you have time that you can contribute more, you can go to the higher level, and you can contribute in that sense. But sometime when you are completing PhD in 50 years, after 10 years, 15 years, you will retire. So the moment you get the maturity, understand the process, then it's the retirement time. Although academician never retire, but that holds true. And second thing, youngsters are very much into this new thing, right? Digital technology, data. You are understanding better than us. So why not you people come and complement this world of research, and be it academia or industry? So my point is that PhD program is to give you perspective that how you are seeing the thing with the lens of research. Ever you will join academic, you will join industry, but you will see the things differently. So PhD people are only seeing the thing from different angle. So that will happen. Even you will see the same problem in industry, what you are seeing, what your fresh graduate is seeing, there is difference in the perspective. And that perspective will contribute to the growth of the organization. And definitely that will, when you will come to academia, you will come with different perspective. So I am in favor of second one, where young people should come. But I agree with there are certain school of thought, and they are also right. You must have some maturity, and then you can come. So these are the, but everyone can do the things.
Yes, sir. As you very well said about the if you want a change, be the change. So as we observing that in today's world, governments are doing so much initiatives like ANRF, PMRF, Atal Innovation Mission, and ONOS. So how effectively these promoting these initiatives are helpful for the PhD students, and how effectively it contributes to the India's growth?
Yes, nowadays government is very much focusing on the research. I remember in 2019, our Honorable Prime Minister added one word called Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, and he added one word called Jai Anusandhan. So research word added, Anusandhan stands for research. So he added one word called research. So now, whenever your country will focus on research, and some people are saying research and publication are same thing. For me, it's different.
Okay.
Research is not only publication. My point is that when you will do the research, for example, I will give you a simple example. Previously, we were very dependent for the vaccination to different countries, right? When
Yes.
any of the disease is coming, we were hugely dependent on other countries. Now, if we are able to develop research ecosystem in our country, we can develop those vaccines, and we did during the COVID, and we can give these vaccines to other countries. So now shift has changed. So whenever research, if government started putting money into the research, it not only help for the social development, but also developing the economic development. You do research, you will come with new product. Definitely, then you can give this product to other. You will come with new process. So when I am saying research, research doesn't mean that publishing paper.
Okay.
Research means you can develop new product, you can develop new process, you can come with always India was best guru. We used to give the education to other worlds. And that time, zero we had given, all the medical research started from India. All people now talking about yoga, Ayurveda. We did it in the last 10, 100 years, 200 years. And from ancient time, we were doing it. So when you are doing and investing in research, you are not getting any economic development, but you are getting social development, you are getting cultural development, and that's helping any of the country. So currently, different initiative of government of India, they are focusing huge on research. They are come with different scheme. Recently, they are come with ONO scheme, where they call it One Nation One Subscription. They spent 6,000 crore in subscribing journals, so that can access by all the universities. First payment they give you into the central university, and down the line they will give to all the universities, so they can read the paper and they can contribute to the academics and the research. I always say all the journals which we are publishing, they all are coming from the USA, Australia, UK. We have very handy of journals. So we have to see. Now try to understand. I will give you a simple example. I want to explore some of the phenomena which is happening in rural India. There is one phenomena called Jugaad technology. This is very much famous term which
Yes,
we are using
actually.
in management. But when you go to the West world, these Western countries, they don't have this phenomena. So when I will write on these phenomena, they will not able to publish it because their audience is not understanding it. You got the point on.
Yes.
Now, what is happening if we will develop our own ecosystem? Then people will get some of the understanding about, because you understand about rural phenomena, and that I can contribute to development of society also. I can work for the rural people also. I can develop some. When I am doing research, I am not only publishing paper, but I am doing some project also. I use this learning to do. So I am doing one of the ICSR project where I want to know how and why rural people are not using mobile payment. Because if I am able to give some solution, then definitely it will help rural people to grow, and they will also come into the mainstream. So objective of research and government is focusing on it. You do research and contribute to the growth of country, and that's how in future hope that we will again will become Vishwaguru with the help of the effort that we all have.
That's very insightful, sir. Just we want to understand what are different types of PhD, and as a PhD chair, what basic skills you are looking into the PhD students.
At IIM Visakhapatnam, in India also, there are two type of PhD programs we are running. Although we are giving the same degree called PhD, but mode are different. So when you are saying the types of PhD, we are having only one PhD degree. So in degree we are writing PhD, but the mode is two. One is for regular student, and second is for working professor. So that's how we have PhD and we have PhD for executive. That is the two degree which we are giving, and most of the institution in India and abroad they are giving. Difference is very simple. In regular PhD, they can't do the job. They can't do full-time job. They will come to the institute. It's full-time program, residential program. They will be here and they do the coursework and whatever process is there, research process that I will discuss. So they will complete the PhD degree as a full-time. They will be the part of the institute, and regular they will be here only in the campus. Whereas some of the working people are there, they can't leave their job. So for that, we are providing you can do the course in the online mode or hybrid mode. Some of the coursework you are doing here in offline mode, then you go back, you discuss with your supervisor online, and then you are getting that. So these are the two type of program we are doing. Coming to your second question, would we want to see in the PhD scholar? Now I am going back and I am remembering my interview. And I was struggling that why they are rejecting me. Because I definitely everyone got rejection. I also got some of the rejection in some of the interview. Then now I am thinking when I'm sitting on this side, when I'm taking the interview, the one thing is very much important to understand. PhD required patience, it required perseverance, and it required huge amount of dedication. It's not a very easy job. Every day when I was doing my PhD, I was thinking, why I am doing it? Why I am doing it? It's already 3 years. What I got and what I will get. So it required huge. Publishing paper was very tough, and still it's very tough. Publishing paper, it's taking review, then rejection and rejection. And in research world, rejection is the only truth. Other thing is the outcome and byproduct. The only outcome is the rejection. And most of the time we are receiving the rejection. So this is very much painful journey. PhD is very painful journey. Then I was thinking ki why people were not selecting me. Then I understood my intent was not to join that course, because you have to show to the interviewer or the panel that I want to do this course and this is my passion. Moment you will able to show that is your passion, this is yours. Course program is yours. Because mostly in PhD program, than the scores, it's mostly weightage we are giving to the interviews. You are coming with statement of purpose or research proposal. We are evaluating research proposal, and accordingly you are getting selected. So in research proposal, we want to see the intent. So my suggestion, people who are aspiring to do PhD, either it's regular PhD or executive PhD, you need to show the intent, because if you don't have strong intent, every day will think, should I leave the program? And it's very difficult. And after 5 years, just see, if you are thinking after 4 or 5 years that should I leave the program, it will be disaster.
Yes, sir.
You already spent your 4 years or 5 years into this program, and you want to get some of the output of that. So my suggestion, do some background research, what you want to do, what is your interest area. Sometimes I have seen people, they are forcefully doing it. I am liking marketing, but as vacancy in the finance, I want to do finance. Or professor is good in this area, finance area, I will do in finance. That never works.
So, are there some these cases also, like they are forced to come to the PhD by the family background or something like that, or they think that there is a chill out in this profession and something like that?
So I will come to that. Previously there is myth, now I will say it's myth, that academia is chill. Academia never been the chill. Why people are saying so? I will give you a simple example. Uh, Two-person is working, one working in 24/7, or they are working 18 hours. Corporates are working 18 hours,
Correct.
and faculty is taking only one class of 1 hour. But people are having misconception to teach 1 hour 30 minutes or 90 minutes. How much preparation required? You have to be at developing postures. If 5 minutes I will do, 5 minutes I will do this, 5 minutes I will do this. You can ask any question into the class. I have to be ready for that. Because you don't want to listen sorry many times from faculty. Sorry, I don't know about this. Right. That is the challenge of a faculty or academia, that you have to prepare the class. Although we are taking less classes, but the preparation time is huge. Whereas when I am working in the corporates, I'm just giving that, I'm not undermining the importance of the corporates, but there you are doing the job when you are doing day in, day out. You have one template or you one type of work, you are doing that job, next client is coming, you are doing the same job, next client. So your job is very much defined, and same job you are doing again and again. In academia, every day I have challenge. I have to write one paper. Now next paper should be different from this. You can't write the same paper. You have to talk about new phenomena. So I agree with you that there is less physical burden in this, and time burden on this, but the preparation time is huge. I am seeing it. That's why nowadays these all academicians are facing health issues, especially mental health related issues, because now pressure is huge, that how to students are becoming very smart nowadays. My student is knowing some of the concept better than me, not knowing, but at least at that point of time they are having chat GPT content or Google content, and they are saying simple question. When I'm going to the class, students are asking me, sir, what is new in it? That is there in chat GPT also. See the pressure that one faculty or academia people are having. So that is, people were saying that it is chill job. It's never been the chill job. And second thing, it's a noble profession. We have the responsibility to build someone's career or someone's future. When I have to work for myself, it's very easy. I can do it. But when you have to make someone other's career, sometimes it's very difficult. Sometimes they're listening, their behavior is very different. So that's why it's never been the chill job. But currently, pressure is huge, especially when you are in the new institution, which is at the building stage. Always, all people who are the associate stakeholders are working hard. Not only faculty, but student also, and all the stakeholder, admin also. They are working very hard for this. But yes, there is no chill now in academy, and we don't want to be chill too. We want to work hard to contribute to the growth of country as well as growth of the academy.
So just a small clarification I need. You said PhD and executive PhD. Then if we get the same honor, like doctor honor and all that in both, then then what is the simple distinguishing factor between these two, just for the audience?
Yeah. So in regular PhD, we don't have any experience requirement. But for executive PhD or PhD for working professional, we are having 10 years of minimum experience. So then criteria there is difference. Second thing, process remains same PhD. So I will tell you the process of PhD. First year there is a course work. So PhD will also do the course work. Executive PhD will also do the course work. And after that, there will be Viva, comprehensive Viva, written examination. Then you will assign a guide and you will work under the guide or supervisor. PhD has same process, executive PhD has same process. In PhD also during coursework, you need to get minimum CGPA. For executive also, you have to get minimum CGPA. So process remains same, only mode is changing. So in regular PhD, this is regular, where you are interacting with faculty regularly. When executive PhD, as and why we are doing it, when I am doing executive PhD, I know my phenomena, right? So sometimes what happen, they are coming with industry problem. Okay, so in regular PhD, you have to identify the problem. In executive PhD, they are having their problem. So most of the time, I will tell you in PhD, I have spent significant amount of time to identify the problem. That what is the problem which I need to solve. When executive people are coming, they are having their problem statement because they are working in these environment. So for them, it's taking less time, and that's how they are completing it in online mode also. But everything remains same. If you will ask me, the change is only mode. This
Yes,
is the
sir.
online. And this.
So now, sir, like being a PGP student, like I'm mesmerized by the facilities provided at IIM Visakhapatnam. Seriously, like it's a top-notch college. But if someone wants to pursue PhD from IIM Visakhapatnam, so how Visakhapatnam stands out, or what are the different facilities is provided to the PhD candidates out there?
Yes, in the short span of time, so we have started our PhD in 2019, and this is now we are in 2025, but we created significant impact in academia and in the field of corporate with PhD program. So facilities apart from the stipend which they are getting. So for PhD scholar, we are following UGC norms, and we are giving 37,000 scholarship per month for first year. And after 2 years, first 2 years they are getting 37,000 per month, and after 2 years they are getting 42,000 per month. As per UGC, we are getting that. Apart from this financial, because I always say time is the something which is valuable, right? Any economic compensation or monetary compensation can't replace the time which they are spending to us. When any PhD scholar come to us, their opportunity cost is huge. They can go to the corporate, they can earn the money, but they are not doing it. So I'm not talking about the stipend is nothing. But apart from that, we are providing them some contingency grants. We are providing them the conference grants where they can attend. So we are providing around close to 4 lakh rupees. So they can attend international conferences, they can attend national conferences also. We are also providing incentive for the publication. If they are publishing in ABDCA in star category journal, we are providing incentive for that also. Apart from that, our focus is to provide an ecosystem. Because once you are able to understand the research process, it will be easy thing to get into the monetary sort of thing. Here, our focus more on creating research ecosystem, but same time we need to provide the facility which others are getting. So we are providing this facility. We are having hostel facility for all the PhD scholars. They are getting all the hostel facility. We are having mess facility for our PhD scholars. We are providing and nurturing them. We are having separate seating stations. So when you go to the library, you will
Yes,
see
sir.
one full floor is for only PhD scholars, where they are getting their sitting space, where they can sit, they can discuss, and because you need some place where you can work. So for that, we are providing separate sitting space into the library. We are motivating them to come with different idea. We are organizing several workshops. Many international and national speakers are coming. They are sharing their experience. I personally make sure that every month some seminar must be there for PhD scholars who say they should learn some new method, things, and process which very much required. the ecosystem we are in, thanks to, I must thanks our director, Professor Chandrasekhar. Under his leadership, we got and we are able to develop very good ecosystem, and credit goes to all our PhD scholars who already pass out. And I proudly said, we are, people call it, we are third generation IIM or baby IIM. We are no more baby. Our scholars, as you know, some of our scholars have got offer from IIM Kozhikode, IIM Ranchi, IIM Sirmaur, Pure School of Management, and postdoc option from IIM Bangalore also. So our scholar, although we have only 4 5 scholars who pass out, but all have joined the best institutions of India. So they won several best paper award. You just name any of the conference. If IIM Visakhapatnam scholar is there, they will get best paper award. They are getting several grant to attend international and inter conferences. They have attended American Marketing Association conference, UM conferences. They visited POMS conferences. They visited and they got network opportunities. So I Visakhapatnam, we are truly believing on creating research ecosystem. Apart from the financial monetary benefit which we are providing, how we can make them a good researcher, good human being. And it's not that we are only focusing on research, we are also allowing them to teach into the class. So when they will go to academia, they are not feeling underconfident. So our scholar, first day they are going and they can teach in any of the institution because we are training them in such a manner. So that's how we are training our scholars in the facility, and that's make our institute different from other institutions. I know some of the institutions where research scholars are there, but the credential which we got, definitely we are learning from all the senior IIMs or old generation IIMs. With those learning, we are doing some of the significant works and hope in future also we will do the good job. And that's why I think that we are getting huge number of applications for our both PhD and executive PhD programs,
Yes.
and they aspire to be the part of IIM Visakhapatnam because the culture which we have created, the ecosystem which we have created to help these scholars to just go and explore the world whatever.
So, although like we have infrastructure in PhD like IIMs, IITs and all that, but there is a perception in India like to go abroad for the PhD. So how the abroad PhD program is different from India, and if someone is getting PhD degree from abroad, so can they come and teach here and all that? So what will be the distinguishing factor like from Indian PhD to abroad PhD?
You rightly said, in our country, always there is fascination for the abroad, right? If you have degree from abroad, you are good. This holds true in some of the institutions too. Definitely, some of the foreign institutions and universities are better than us, but not all. The difference which I'm seeing, then again, there are different uh, countries having different things. I will talk about when you talk about USA PhD and when you talk about European PhD or Australian PhD. We are following US type of structure where their focus and rigor on coursework. So when you go to the US universities, mostly there will be 2 years of coursework, and then after they will start doing research. So they are focused mostly on the coursework, 2 years of coursework, and then they are completing degree in 5 and 6 years. When you go to Europe, they will have very less coursework. They will have 5 course in 6 months and 3 months. Sometimes they are doing together. In 3 years, they will give you the degree. So they are more focused on the understanding research process. USA more focused on understanding the concept. That is the two difference. USA is very rigor on subject, and that's how you'll see that some of the institutions in India very much focus on rigor and the coursework. That you have to learn the concept coursework, and some of the institutions are very less because they are following European style or they are following US style. Right, I am Visakhapatnam because both has some merit and demerit, right?
Yes.
Some people are saying why I should learn the courses which I have already learned. So that some people are complaining, "Ki I learned all the courses. Now again in first year I have to learn the same courses." Some people are saying no, if you want to understand that research, you have to go through all the concepts. At time Visakhapatnam, cautiously we have taken the middle path. So we have reduced our coursework from 2 years to 1 year. But same time, we did not compromise with the rigor. So we are now providing mostly PhD level courses Because I agree with that point at some time. If most of the cohort is coming after graduation or BTech, then they need some of the courses of the management because first they need to know the management. But our cohort IIM Visakhapatnam mostly are coming after masters. So
Yes.
they have understanding of those subject, basic subject which you are learning in PGP. Some of the PGP from different IIMs or ITs are joining our program. For them, it will be repetition. So very cautiously, we have taken the call. There will be 1 year of coursework where we will teach. So we have 27 credit to 42 credit, and you know one credit is of 10 hours of
Yes.
learning. So they will go through 270 hours to 470 hours of rigorous coursework in year one. But previously they were spending 2 years to get this coursework. Now they can save 1 year also. Rather than starting your research journey from second year, this time you previously you would start from the third year. So they are saving some time also. And secondly, they are getting the knowledge which we want to give to the PhD courses. So that is the one, and very few institutions, some of the institutions started thinking about it. Why don't we reduce or compress the coursework? When I'm saying reducing the coursework, we are compressing the coursework so participants or student can save some time and they can focus more on understanding research process rather than focusing only on the theoretical knowledge, whichever conceptual knowledge. That's how this foreign PhD and our PhD is different. But again, in some of the European school, they don't have coursework or very less coursework. So
Exactly.
we are in between, Indian PhD are in between. But now I am seeing people are started recognizing Indian PhD scholars also because we are following, especially the IIMs, IT, central institutes, and the other private institutions who are doing good in research. People are started, and that's why I have seen last year several people from Indian institutes have joined foreign universities. This is a big problem that Indian academia is facing. That people good faculty fly to the foreign countries and they started teaching over there. So they are respecting our PhD and our academia. But same time, we want that our good faculty should be in India and then contribute to the development of the country. We are also getting giving same respect to the PhD because research is a global phenomena. So you are doing from here, you are doing from foreign country. For me, it's not very much different. But yes, perception will always be there, and our objective is to break those perceptions, and then we are getting PhD from anywhere. That will have simple. And I will tell you one thing: PhD is mostly individual journey. Although the brand play important role, but it's more depend on you.
Okay.
Same institution, two PhD scholar, one will be signed, other will not able to do. Very great thing. So it's not only institution, it's you because end of the day, your individual identity play important role in PhD. That's why either you are doing in foreign country or Indian country, great institution, average institution, there will have some delta impact, but major impact how you did it as individual. Because end of the day, your publication will be your publication. Your research credential will be your research credential. Your teaching capability will be your teaching capability. So that is the differentiating factor. So PhD journey mostly based on individual rather than institution. But yes, there are some role institutions.
Great, sir. As you clearly mentioned about the individual journey, sir. As a scholar, they always think about how this conference, collaboration, and networking with the industry leader can help their career or building their pathways. Just enlighten these things, sir.
Always I say network asset is the most important asset nowadays. Previously we talked about financial assets, human assets. Currently network asset is important. I'll give you my example. When I was doing my PhD, I went to some of the conference in Australia. I met with one of our faculty. We started collaborating. So I have some knowledge of career. But when I met with him, he taught me some of the process, some of the method which I was not knowing. So I got a different perspective because every person is having different perspective. If I would never met with him, I would not get some of the perspective which I'm getting right now. So that helped me seeing the things from different perspective. I have my Indian perspective, Indian method, Indian things of doing research. Now I got some other perspective also, and it helped me in developing my career in different. So always when you are going for networking, you are talking to the people. So network can help us in doing complementarity. I'll give you another example. For example, I am very good in method. So I know how to run a structured process. Only I am giving just example. There are some people who are very good in storytelling or story writing. When we will talk together, we will create and what will happen? He or she will write story. I will analyze the data and we will complement each other. Individually, what will happen? He or she will be not good at analysis. I will not good at storytelling. But when we are coming together, creating network, then definitely we will complement each other. And network has power. So individually, I can write 2 papers. When I am going to the network, we can work on 3 papers, 4 papers together. We can divide the work. So network helps you give you the different perspective as well as you are complementing each other, and that's how this network.
So now this is the last question for our overall PhD discussion, and I think this is one of the crucial one in the sense that when the student is in the PhD journey, so the life is a sine curve, kabhi up, kabhi down. So what are the challenges, motivation, and life as a PhD student? You have been the PhD student also, तो up down होते रहता है सर. तो थोड़ा सा brief करके मतलब उनको कैसे motivated रखे खुद को और about career tension रहता है सर. बहुत लोग married भी रहते हैं सर.
So work-life balance is very difficult, I must say. I'll start my journey. I did my PhD, so I'm fortunate that I am now interacting with most of the PhD scholars because I am PhD chair and doing research here. I'm interacting with the executive PhD scholars also regularly, so I'm seeing their pain point very closely. As I said, you this is very difficult. There's so many up downs, so many uncertainties in PGP, end of the day, you are very much sure 100% placement is there. I will get placement here or somewhere. In PhD, there is no 100% placement sort of scenario, right? Right. It depends on individual. That right. And it depends on demand and supply also. What is the demand in current scenario? What is the supply started coming in? Currently, number of the PhDs are increasing drastically. So there is huge pain scholars are having, not only to complete the research, but after research, what will happen? As a PhD chair or as sitting this side, it's a very unexpected statement which I am making, but future is bright. There is always scarcity of good, especially in academia. So if someone is saying that what will be in the future if you have skills, academia as most people, we have always scarcity of good people in academia. So if you have credential, you will get a job and you will get some place where you can contribute to the society, not in academia, but corporate also it started. 2-3 things that scholars should worry upon. First is I must say called mental health. As I said, this is individual journey. Once your course was over, you're not talking to anyone. You're just talking to your supervisor. So it's very loneliness journey. I urge all the scholars, just talk in the group. Don't be in silo. Discuss among members. Go for the party. Join some of the club. When I was in IIT Kharagpur, I was the part of Technology Literary Society and I was the part of media channel called Awaz. And I was I was interacting with this BTech student. Some people are saying, "Why PhD people are coming in literary society?" I was writing poem. I was reciting poem in this because I knew that this journey is very loneliness. I need to talk to someone. So my request to all to the PhD scholars, just interact with PGP, just interact with undergrad student, interact with other PhD colleague, and try to maintain the work life. It's loneliness journey. You need support of some of the people during this journey. Second thing, as you rightly said, there are certain married people are coming. So work-life balance is very difficult for those people. But that's how things are happening. And I must appreciate all the family members of PhD scholars because they are sacrificing their amount of time for the career growth of those scholars. So if I am doing my PhD and I'm married, so my spouse or my child is sacrificing their personal time for me, which I could spend with them. Same with executive PhD scholars. They could spend those Saturday, Sunday, or coursework time with their family member, but they are coming and learning here. So the credit goes to those family members. Work-life balance creating is very tough. In starting phase, you will find difficulty. Down the line, you will become habitual and things will be very much normal. But I must urge all the PhD scholars, be it executive, be it regular, you can't be so serious, right? You have to be serious during your course, whatever process you are following, but don't be in silo. Just enjoy this process. If you enjoy this process, PhD will keep you. You will take as a burden. No, I have to complete it. It's very difficult to complete it. If you are loving your research process, loving your job, and that I did, I love research, and that's why I'm doing research. Moment I will stop loving research, or I will stop loving teaching, I will leave this academy. I will go to some other place. But till the time I'm loving this, and that's why it's easy for me. And it's easy for everyone till the time you are loving the job. So my suggestion to PhD scholars, or whatever experience, little experience I'm having, enjoy the movement, be with the flow, be persistent. Don't compare. And these are two different journey, right? One people is doing in finance, other is doing marketing. They will have different journey. So don't compare. Okay, he is getting paper, I am not getting. What will happen? Nothing will happen. End of the day, journey will come and start at one place. So don't compare with others. Learn from each other. Share the knowledge. Talk to the people. Go for some of the tool. Try to spend some time for yourself also. It's not that only you do research, or teaching, learning, and 24 into 7. You spend some time for you also. And that's how try to create work-life balance, especially mental health. You have to take care of it nowadays. It's very crucial for the scholars, but there is a huge pressure. Sometimes completing PhD is very difficult for them. So they need to be calm, cool, talk to the people, don't be in silence, and then one day you will get it. It's not very tough to get it, but yes, you have to enjoy this journey. That is my suggestion.
So thanks a lot for giving us the insight, sir. And
We are very thankful for your time, sir. As you very carefully pinpoint the scholars what they are challenges they are facing day to day and how to tackle those challenges. So those are very crucial point as a scholar, as a PhD student, as talking about myself. And you rightly mentioned it's like a personal individual journey that you have to go through from the start at the end, and definitely there will be the fruitful result at the end of the journey. So definitely we'll hope more admission in IIM Visakhapatnam this year and upcoming years for the PhD program.